all available officers.
2 Denver officers down.
A neighborhood transformed into a war zone.
I've got an armed suspect in the basement. Shots fired. Send me everybody.
And a lot of unanswered questions.
Right now, we don't know exactly what has started this fire.
The flames are getting dangerously close to that other building.
Tonight, new video and insight you'll only get on Denver 7 about an attack that began with shots fired at police and ended in a sea of flames.
Tonight, all of Denver is asking the same question. Who is the man accused of shooting 2 Denver police officers, and why did he do it? Good evening, and thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Jacqueline Allen.
And I'm Tom Mustin. Glad you're with us. We've been with you all day from the moment we first learned the 2 officers were down to the second the suspect was taken from the scene. Here's what we know tonight. One of the officers was hit in the abdomen, the other in the leg. Both men, we're told, are doing well under the circumstances and are expected to recover. And after an hours-long standoff near 6th and Inca, the suspect was eventually taken into custody. Now, for what we don't know, the alleged gunman's name has not been released, and police are not yet saying if they believe he set out to target law enforcement. Then there's the question of how the confrontation ended with a home going up in flames. Did the suspect start the fire, or was it fueled by the chemical agents being fired off by police?
And tonight, our Lance Hernandez is breaking down the moments that led police to respond in the first place. But we begin with Ryan Luby and the video you won't see anywhere else. Ryan?
And good evening. It is disturbing. We are live here at 7th and Inca, about a half block from the scene. You can see that police still kind of have us at arm's length and have had us at a distance for some time today, understandably so. But as we were all safely watching this unfold from afar, there was someone else who captured the dangerous and literally explosive situation right up close. What looks like some kind of Hollywood thriller is in all actual reality.
You gotta go. I gotta go.
The horror that Will Evans captured right outside his bedroom window beginning around 1 o'clock Sunday near 6th and Inca.
I could feel the heat inside the house. The flames were the craziest part. You know, after the last device the police deployed, I don't know if the suspect did it or if it was something that came from that device itself, but his house caught on fire, and it's 5 feet from my house.
That suspect, his immediate next-door neighbor. Denver police are not naming the man just yet, but Will says the man lives at the home with his mom, where they've lived for decades.
He's a neighbor. I know the family. They're friends. They're wonderful people.
Will says he's heard yelling and commotion at the home before, dating back to when he first moved to the neighborhood in 2013. That's how he explains this.
I'm not surprised.
Some sort of a domestic dispute that turned into a 4-hour-long SWAT situation.
It's everything you see in the movies.
That quite literally went up in flames.
It's, you know, a very personal situation, a private situation for the family that spilled into a very public eye in a way that endangered, you know, not just them, but the people around them and all the members of our community.
Now, Mr. Evans captured some other video of the officers literally getting carried away after being shot. We are not going to show you that tonight out of respect for them and their families. They have not seen it yet. Thankfully, we know that they are in good spirits, actually, over at Denver Health, and that's where we find our Lance Hernandez, who's going to take us through the very tense moments leading up to the shooting and the fire. Lance?
Ryan, those 2 officers were shot at 1:29 this afternoon, but they were actually called to the Inca Street address 2 hours beforehand after a witness called police and told them he saw a gunman firing at 2 people riding bicycles.
Shot at 2 miles on bicycles that were going southbound on Inca.
When police first arrived at the scene, they found 1 shell casing on the sidewalk. Several minutes later, more gunfire.
It was like pop, 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 pop. It was like 6 of them.
2 officers were hit.
Need all available officers. 622 Inca, 2 officers shot.
Police shut down 6th Avenue, diverting traffic onto Santa Fe. The injured officers taken by ambulance to Denver Health. Family members showing up just before the mayor took part in a news conference.
We want to just ask everyone in Denver, of course, to keep these officers in their prayers while they are being administered to.
Back at the scene, neighbors watched as SWAT team members took up positions near the suspect's house.
Terrible, absolutely terrible. You know what I mean? Why would anybody take a shot at somebody just out here to protect us?
It's crazy. Like, there's so many, I don't even know what is going, it's just crazy. I just pray for the officers that they're okay.
Safety Director Troy Riggs told reporters that police uniforms represent the norms of our city. He says the community asks officers to go out and protect them.
That uniform represents our city. So when two officers are attacked, our city's attacked.
Denver Police Chief Paul Pazin described one of the officers as a veteran, the other officer as a brand new officer. Both are men. He said he was able to interact with one of them a little bit earlier today, and that officer was in good spirits considering everything that happened. At Denver Health, Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
That is great news, Lance, and certainly our thoughts and prayers go out to those families. Thank you. And tonight there's been an outpouring of support for these officers from the law enforcement community. Police from Lakewood, Cherry Hills Village, Fort Collins, and Colorado Springs have all sent their well wishes this evening. They say they're also breathing a collective sigh of relief. Those officers will be okay.